97.9 GRD rocks. Hi, guys. It's Janna, and I'm here with Sons of Texas. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
Of course. So, big show tonight at the Stache with Trapped. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
We're excited. Yeah.
It's been a huge year for you guys, though. I mean, your debut album, Baptized in the Rio Grande, and then your first tour, really, ever, I was reading about. So, in the spring, and now you're on tour with Trapped. So, Sons of Texas, you guys are clearly from Iowa. Right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How could you tell?
Des Moines.
So, it's sort of a smaller town, right, McAllen?
Yes.
Where
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
from.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how do you think, like, I was checking it out a little bit. It sounds like there's a kind of a different music scene in McAllen, and that it's rock bands and metal bands and blues bands that all just, you kind of trade members a little bit and, like, share stages. And is that kind of how you guys came to be, how Sons of Texas came to be? So basically, tell me your birth story. How was Sons of Texas born?
We all played in different bands, yeah, like you just said, and it's very much an incestuous kind of scene. So we're just swapping back and forth, you
But
know,
like incestuous in a good way?
in a very good way, in a very
nice
sexy
word,
way.
Anyway. Okay, so you came from different bands.
Yeah,
and then
different
sort of-
bands, and I mean we've all known each other for 10 plus
10 years,
years.
yeah.
I started my very first band with the two brothers down there, Nick and Mike. These guys, I was about 16. They were about 14 and 13, I believe. And that was like my first time on stage doing like some local high school battle of the bands, stuff like that. And then we all went into our different, we all went in different directions and formed different bands. And it just so happened that, a couple of years ago we were like, damn, all of us really had nothing to do. All our previous bands had kind of disbanded, and we just got together and just made this happen, man. And well, here we are, man.
Well, that's great. So who's the brothers? You
Those two.
guys?
Don't look like it, huh?
Well, I didn't want to guess because I knew I'd be wrong. So I was like, just tell me who's the family. All right. So what's clearly, you guys knew each other from before the band, being brothers, right? I love that. Yeah, we're familiar. Yeah. So what's it like now being on tour together? I mean, I know not everything's great all the time. You have your little disagreements and arguments.
Really cool. It's definitely like a learning process. There's so much to take in, especially now that we're a new band and we're kind of doing everything ourselves. We don't really have much crew. We don't have like a road manager. We don't have much of anything. We just do it. We handle everything ourselves. All the stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of hard, but I mean we're learning and it's getting easier as we go on. So it's been fun.
Gotcha. Well, talking about new stuff, I mean, there's the new album. It's the first one that you guys have done, Baptized in the Rio Grande. Came out in March.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And I was kind of reading something. It said, like, one of you described it as raising hell and surviving hard times. Kind of, that's what this album is about. You're like, who said it? So what does that sort of mean to you guys? This album, what does it say about your lives and where you're from and all that?
I think it brings the culture from where we're from, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And that's what we wanted to do when we went into the writing process. We wanted to have a nice plate for people to pick off. If like you like metal, you like blues, you like rock, whatever it is, there's something there for you to take off and say, hey, this is nice, this is cool, I can groove to this or whatever, So we wanted to combine all that in one record and hope for the best,
Mm-hmm. So as far as the shows that you're doing and the touring and all the songs that are on Baptized in the Rio Grande, what's your favorite one to play live? I know you're all going to have different ones,
Yeah.
but
It
is there
differs from
one
different
that
person
you're
to
like, that you're all like, yeah, this is good. We like this
I
one.
think lately I've been enjoying playing a song called Blame Shift. It's actually our new single that video came out. Was it yesterday?
Monday,
Yesterday
yeah.
it came out. So that one I feel like I've kind of been enjoying it more so now. I feel like. I don't know. What do y'all?
Yeah.
Oh man, I like a track called "The Vestry Man" for some reason. I guess because it's so different than all the other songs on the album. It's got a real the foundation is really blues based. You know what I mean? And I love it. It has a nice groove to it, and people seem to enjoy it. It's my favorite off the album.
Yeah, I like coming out of the gate with "Never Bury the Hatchet." Whenever we open our set, and it sets the tone for the rest of the set.
Gets things started right.
Yes, exactly. That's what I like playing.
Well, awesome, guys. We're certainly like looking forward to hearing all of these tonight, exactly in the order that you said. Remember that. Big show tonight at the Stache. I do want to talk about, though, how cold all of you guys are right now.
Oh, yeah.
You walked in here and you said every radio station you go into that it's cold, but that this one is the coldest. So GRD gets an award for having the coldest studio. But yeah, I mean, being from Texas, so you're used to it being hot, and it's a little different, weather-wise.
Being from deep South Texas, anything under 80 degrees is cold for us.
Really?
Yeah.
We pull out the jackets.
I don't know what we're hitting today.
We're used to 110. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it gets pretty ridiculous. No, but it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful out here. Like in the shade, it's like, I don't know, mid 60s, upper 60s. I mean, it's beautiful, man. So we love it. Yeah, the sun's out, beautiful day. It's gorgeous out there, Michigan.
You guys don't have to break out your winter parkas and like your hats and mittens.
The only psychos walking down the street with a hoodie or something.
I was going to ask, though, like where you've been so far, all the different places, the different cities, that's different. That's outside of Texas. Do you have a favorite so far? Like one place that really stands out? You're like, man, that was a cool
Colorado
place.
was pretty banging, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess because of the scenery, the mountains.
Yeah, we
you
used
get
to
see all
flatlands
that.
back home, so we saw mountains and, ice tips and, all the crazy valleys and stuff. It looked real nice out there.
Just really
Excellent view,
different.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everywhere we've been is just it's awesome, man. It's so cool. I mean, these are the perks of traveling. It sucks being in a van, strapped up in a van for 12 hours on end. But once you get to your destination, you get to play, you get to meet the people, and you get to kind of like take in the scenery. It's gorgeous, man. It's awesome. Those are the perks of traveling.
So mostly, though, you're just like happy to get out of the van.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
anytime.
Yeah, we'll get to the gas station and be like, oh,
This is the most beautiful gas station.
Yes.
This glimmering oasis.
Right.
It's amazing.
Cold in this gas station. Let's go back in the van.
Well, guys, thank you so much. Sons of Texas, thanks for joining me today. And then tonight, the big show. Everyone go see Sons of Texas tonight with Trapped at the Stache and get the new album, right? Baptized in the Rio Grande. Not Gand. Guys, thanks again for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.